What's up, guys? So basically I'm on vacation and I thought it'd be cute to do like a how I met my man video because I've just been so shy about talking about my love life recently, but I've just gotten a lot of good advice of like, girl, move towards accepting. Decided to share my cute little new love story with you guys, and yeah, so I'm gonna do like a get ready with me. So we're gonna jump to the clip where I'm starting to get ready, and I'm in Cabo with my mom. So I hope you guys enjoy. So we met on Hinge, and I think what's very important to note is not that we met on Hinge, but like where my headspace was at when we met. I think that's very important, which how everything works. So when I first started dating again, I was like, it just obviously it's a whole new arena, right? Especially since I hadn't been in the dating world for a while. How long? 4 or 5 years at that point. So re-entering, there's like a shock. There's an obvious difference to the dating world. Like everything's changed, people move differently, stuff like that. So when I first started dating, my best friend who's a guy, he was like, yo, I gotta put you on. You cannot approach dating the way you used to. You need to approach dating in a very like whatever happens happens way stance. But I am not like that. Like I'm very intentional. Like I cannot sit there and, oh, what's your favorite color to 5,000 different people. It's just not me.
What also isn't me is this foundation color, but y'all have to understand I've been here for a while at this point. So I got tanned, so my makeup's gonna look a little bit lighter than it usually does. That's why. So disregard.
Anyways, but so that's kind of how like I was moving at first, like trying to be very intentional. But then you realize like the rest of the world's not intentional. So I started just being kind of like, I'm just gonna go with the flow, but I know that's the worst thing, right? But when you go with the flow, you realize that it's your chance to also vet. It's kind of like a job interview where you get so like, you're nervous and you're trying to sell yourself to the job interviewer, but it's also for you to realize like it's your time to interview them. And that's like the switch that needed to happen for me, where I was like, this isn't benefiting the guy, it's supposed to be benefiting me. So I started having fun and I started vetting and, you know, being decisive and just, you know, kind of like enjoying, like truly dating, meaning like dating. And throughout that, I got to know what I liked, what I didn't like. Okay. Okay. Let me know if you guys want a video of like just completely red flags. Don't even like, I could tell you. Okay. So anyways, so I have been dating at this point and I was dating, you know, I was dating. So there was one time though, there was one day that I was like sitting at home, and I live in Chicago. So I don't know if Chicago Hinge just wasn't giving for me that day, or I'm just like really cultural. And I feel like a lot of like different cultures are in everywhere but the Midwest. So something in me was like, when I date like in New York, I feel like it's the cultural vibes is there for me. And so I was like, okay, like one day I was like, let me switch my location to New York. And so I did. And I did because it's free. On Hinge, like you can switch to different locations and it's completely free. So I put like that I lived in Manhattan or Brooklyn, I don't remember.
Okay, so actually, I lied. Well, I didn't lie, but I didn't fully tell the entire truth. But I just honestly, like the day before this, had, like, before I downloaded the app, I had remembered something a psychic told me. I don't know if y'all believe in psychics. I don't know if I do or not, but basically, she had told me when I was, like, in high school that I would find my husband and, like, he would be in New York. Like, either he, like, lived in New York or he's from New York or something like that. And so, like, I remembered what she said. And so the next day, I also was like, okay, maybe I should switch it. That's just, like, a weird part of the story that I wanted to add because, yeah, kind of weird.
After that, like, so you know, if you are like, if you know Hinge, you can kind of see who likes you or see like who's on like the front page. I don't know how to explain it. So remember, I just had switched over and I was seeing who they had on the front page, and the first person that came up on the card stack was him. And so my man has a very interesting name. Like it's very peculiar. I'm not gonna say it here. If you find it, that's your problem. Like that's cool for you, but I'm just not gonna say it. But his name is so dope. So I remember thinking, like, damn, this man has such a cool name. But also he had like these Mac Daddy glasses on, and he was just looking really daddy-ish. Okay, very much daddy-ish. He's probably rolling his eyes when I say this. So he had like, he was the first person on the card stack, y'all. The first person. And so I remember just thinking, oh, this is what New York is giving. And it was giving very much New York vibes, right? But I was like, okay, I'm not gonna swipe on him. Like I didn't want to send him a like. or like him. I just left it. Like I closed the app. I was like, okay, I saw the first person that New York has to offer. I'm gonna wait it out. So I went back on it the next day, and who was up in my likes? Mr. Cool Nickname Man. Mr. Cool Man with the name, with the Mac Daddy glasses, okay? And I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God, what is that?
And so I swiped back on him. I forget how it is on Hinge, but like you like put, like you swipe back. I don't know how you put it, but I put that I liked him too. So I waited a little bit and then I went back and he hit me with the most beautiful message ever, y'all. He said, good morning.
Oh my God, wow.
It's funny if you know my man, but he is not the one for all the theatrics. He literally not no explanation marks, nothing. He said, good morning. I was like, but you know what's so funny how God is to me? I didn't even care. I wasn't even interested in what he said. I was like, oh my gosh, you're the first person that I saw on the card tag. I don't know why I was so hyped. To me, it was as if I met a celebrity. And that don't even make sense, mind you. Like, but I was like, oh my God, you're the first person on the card tag. Da, da, da. And he was like, oh really? That's awesome. Very unamused. He was like, what are you looking for on Hinge, whatever. He ended up asking for my number. We moved it outside the app to texting. I was like, I need y'all to understand why I brought up the mental space that I was at in dating is I wasn't like, okay, how do I say, when you date enough on Hinge, you realize like that you don't try to hype yourself up, right? So you don't think every person's the one. So with him, I was like, okay, cool, just another dude I'm talking to. He's in New York, not thinking anything of it. Honest to God, y'all, I didn't think anything of it. I was like, this is gonna be somebody fun, a little New York, a little fling. Okay. So much so that when we started texting, I was like, so when am I gonna see you? Very forward, because I'm not thinking it's nothing serious because I've already conditioned myself to go with the flow, to have fun, to laugh, and I was dating already anyways. That's why this is so important. When I tell you, you switch your mindset to just like, you know, I'm just gonna relax. I'm just gonna let life happen. It will happen. So I said to him, I said, when are you gonna come to Chicago? Who asked that? I wasn't trying to come off like the perfect nun. You know, I was not, y'all. I was not trying to come off like away. And he was like, it was so funny because he said, what are you doing the week of? And he picked a date that was 6 weeks out from the day that we were talking. So obviously things on Hinge don't even last more than 2 days. So I'm like, oh yeah, my weekend's completely free. Thinking like, mommy, I know we're not gonna wear the same outfit. I told you I was wearing zebra, black and white.
This is not zebra.
Y'all,
No, this is not zebra.
Mommy, that's literally basically what I'm wearing. You guys.
What you got on now?
You guys, when I show you my finished look, like.
What you got on now?
No, I'm not wearing, actually, I don't know. I'm representing a whole zoo over here because this is cheetah.
It's good. Be very short, I feel uncomfortable.
Mom, I can't even wear my outfit. I really can't.
What?
I cannot wear my outfit because we actually are going to be looking like twins.
This
and I
is
said,
not zebra right here.
I said
you
to
call
you,
it zebra?
I said to you that I was going to be wearing a zebra outfit, and then you, mommy, please, I love you to death.
This is a zebra?
This is not what I'm wearing.
Oh my God.
Can you choose another outfit? I'm not trying to look like the Olsen twins.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm not.
Gee.
Mm-mm.
I'll tell you what you want.
Then you gonna start laughing. I'm gonna show y'all. She's trying me. So anyways, where did I left off? Okay. So basically, he was like, I'm gonna like, oh, okay, let's plan for this weekend. It was 6 weeks out. So I'm like, okay, he's over here wasting my time. That's fine. I'm wasting his because it's nothing serious. Imagine a man the first day being like, yeah, I'm gonna come see you 6 weeks out. And you're like, okay. You know, I swear to you, I was like, oh yeah, that weekend, it seems like I'm free. My calendar's free. Like, what calendar? I don't even know. Yeah, y'all. Basically, he ended up getting the ticket. After that, so you guys want to know how bad I am? Again, my mind is still in dating mode. I was like, I'm not going to get my hopes up type mode, okay? That the day before he came is when I was like, oh, this is serious. It was like, we were on the phone for 6 hours the day before he came. And he basically was like, you know, this is how it felt different for him. And I was like, this is how this feels different for me. And there's a few reasons why I knew he was the one leading up to it, but I just did not think it was serious until the day that he came. And then when he came, literally like we got food. And then right after we got food, he was like, so are you my girl? I think that's how he asked me. I always forget, but it was like, are you my girl? Something like that. He wasn't in Chicago for more than 2 hours before he asked me to be his girl. It was cute. Ew, not me choosing, but yeah. It only took 2 hours for him to look over and was like, so we're dating, right? We're together. Yeah, he was like, this is what I want. Like, he knew what he wanted. And I appreciate that because he did not waste my time. He was very intentional with me. He spoke to me literally every single day. He made every single move. And I feel like he was different from other men because other men are very much like, what are you doing for me? You know, like, I need you to call me or I need you to text me. And he's just like, oh, just a man. Like, I'm gonna do it all. Let me see if I can call him so he can say that part. All right, let's see. Also, my man always answers my calls. That's another good sign. See? Babe, okay, so I'm recording a video about how we met. And I wanted you to tell your part on how you knew.
On how I knew you were one for me?
Yeah, that I was the one for you, yeah.
Started from the whole joint, from the beginning of the story.
Yeah, if you want.
So I was on Hinge, I was doing the things you do on Hinge, and I came back from Arizona. I got hit with the Rona.
Hey, are you rapping?
No, just saying that's how the story goes. I got hit with the Rona. I was laid up. Started feeling a little bit better, and I just grabbed my phone because I really wasn't even on my phone the first couple of days. I had it so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I grabbed my phone, do the normal stuff you do on your phone. I'm like, all right, let me check Hinge. And I wanted to say you were the first person that came up. I don't know, front too much, but you came up. I was like, oh my God, like, who is this? I go through like the pictures and stuff like that. It's the first time that I've seen a profile that just grabbed me from the jump. Like typically, it's more of a let me see, blah blah blah. But
Yeah.
I was like, yo, she's amazing. I was like, nah, I gotta like, it's her. It's just her. I gotta put all my effort into talking to her.
Oh.
I know once I get a response back, it's over.
Yep.
So, good morning, G.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you wasn't expecting no good morning because I'm pretty sure you get all these lame introductions and oh my God and this blah blah blah. But I'm simple man, keep it simple approach and say good morning.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the start of the rest of our lives.
Oh, that was so cute.
The truth is really cute.
The truth is really cute. The truth is like simple, straight to the point.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what makes stuff so cool. Like, it's just a simple story. I'll
It
tell
is.
you, I like you. I got you.
Wait, babe, that's so true though. Like when it's meant to be, it's like it's not all this extra stuff. I mean, I can't say that for everybody, but I can't say that for everybody. Like not everyone's love story is the same, but I do think what made this good is like there wasn't all the theatrics and all the games. It was just kind of like, I want you and this is it.
Yeah, it was real straightforward. It was deliberate. I think that after like the first couple of conversations where I think a lot of times when you meet someone, like conversations can be funky and it can kind of be a drag and all right and we're just going, but our conversations just always flowed and it was always easy. I didn't feel like I was forcing information out of you. I didn't feel like I was forcing to talk to you. And I think after maybe like the first couple of days, it was, I'm obviously exposing information, but I was like, all right, I'm just cutting everybody else off. It didn't make sense to split up my attention when I knew what I wanted. So, at that point in time, it was just deliberate and intentional.
That's my man. But when someone's the one where you're sitting up talking to other people and you don't have nothing to say about your relationship. Like you don't have nothing bad to say about your relationship. Lord, keep it that way. And I told like people this too, like, this is how I know because anytime I'm somewhere, like I really don't have nothing to say about this man. Sorry, I'm really like beating because and putting a lot on my face because it's Mexico and it's gonna be hot. So I try to like really set my face. But yeah, like I've never really sat around and I mean, in the beginning I did because it was a new relationship, so we were still trying to get to know each other. So there were differences that I was trying. I think that's like the biggest thing that I've had to overcome with us is our differences. But as far as like someone on some shady stuff, there's so much I don't deal with in this relationship, and I'm like, oh God, it's so good. So much. It's the relationship. Here's the one. If I had a daughter, this is a relationship that I would wish for my daughter, and that's deep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a relationship that I would wish for my daughter. That's how I know he's the one.
Okay. That make me I'm happy. I really like him for you because I was praying for you to find a good man, a man the man who don't give you no stress.
Right.
There's no such thing stress free, but I like to see you happy, I like to see a smile in your face. So anytime you're talking about him, I can see the happiness in your face. So when you're happy, I'm happy, and I really like him. I don't have any problem with him, Me and him, we click.
You click with him?
Yes. No problem.
Yeah, they do click. That's also important when I'm looking for somebody too, I'm trying to look for someone that I feel like they have to be somewhat cultured because my mother is like so cultured, and I feel there's just a certain way, if you have like a little cultured mom, there's a certain way to talk to her, and like the respect and the greetings, everything's different, and so it's cool too because have like the cultural aspect is there as well. So I like to say I went back to my roots. When I say back to my roots, I don't mean Haiti because he's not Haitian, but Caribbean. So the Caribbean man. I'm like really
Caribbean man.
the Caribbean man. I think me also putting this out here, I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. I'm not like, it feels weird for me to film because I've already showed you guys my life and how that ended, but I feel that all I can do is at one point I just have to be transparent. I'm 29, so of course I have so much more life in me to live, so I have to live and bring y'all along and not care about what happens along the way, but live in my truth. My truth is that I moved on and found love, and I pray that you guys do too if you're in a similar situation, and it'll happen for you. But pick someone different, pick someone that truly loves you and that you feel that like yeah, right?
Someone who respect you.
Yeah.
And all the way.
All the way.
When I say all the way, you know what I mean.
Truly.
Someone you can trust.
That you could trust.
Yes.
You gotta
Someone you don't have to worry, oh, I'm going out of town. Well, I'm worried something will happen.
Right. Anyways, that was the story about how we met. I just love that it's just me and my mom getting ready in Cabo and talking to you guys. So yeah. That was how me and Babe met. And no, for real, I really do. If you're in a transition period where you're like, you were in a relationship and you don't know if you're gonna find love and like, listen to your cousin Vanessa.
How many cousins you have down there?
All my internet friends are my cousins.
Oh.
You'll find someone and they'll be better than you've ever had before, but you just have to trust the process.
Simple, Miko.
Yeah, you look cute.
Thank you.
Show them.
See you guys.
And I'm gonna come back on here and show you guys my outfit so you guys see that she copied me, bro. Like, for real.
Gosh.
You did.
How I copy you?
Y'all see where I was saying it looks the same? Because it does. But anyways, thanks for watching my video, y'all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.